If you're wondering why I wear black in all of my videos, it's because I just like black. It's the color of my soul. I'm just kidding, my soul is a fucking rainbow. Look at this, yeah! Now that I have successfully humiliated and exploited myself on the internet, let's do a book haul. Today I have 14 books to show you. 2 of them I borrowed / stole from my cousin. 6 of them I acquired through honest means, and 6 of them I borrowed from the library. Starting off with the borrowed / stolen books, we have The Vegetarian by Han Kang, which was translated from Korean by Deborah Smith. This is set in Korea, and it's about a woman who decides to become a vegetarian, and I believe that it's told from the perspective of 3 different people in her life. I don't know much more beyond that, but I've heard that it's very creepy, and I'm not quite sure if it's a horror novel. So if this is like a horror novel with like demon shit, then that's not my kind of thing. So if you've read this, I would love to know. I then borrowed / stole Collected Stories by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I've been wanting to read some of his work, but I figured that it would be a smart thing to start with a short story collection. So if by chance I don't like it, at least I can say that I have conclusively read 2 or 3 stories by him, as opposed to not finishing a whole book and dealing with the guilt of incompletion. Now for the books that I acquired through honest means, we have The Woman Warrior by Maxine Hong Kingston. I mentioned this in my last Friday reads, but I just didn't feel like continuing it, so I decided to stop it for now. I think Rachel might be reading this next semester for school, so I might probably just jump on a buddy read with her. Rachel Gill, we could talk. But this is a memoir about Maxine Hong Kingston's life as a Chinese-American woman growing up in California. Next, we have one of the books that I'm currently reading, and that is Hidden Figures by Margot Lee Shetterly. It is a documentation of the black women mathematicians who were instrumental in doing the calculations that got John Glenn to orbit the Earth and Neil Armstrong to walk on the moon and all those other space achievements that America and NASA had. I'm looking forward to finishing it. I'm loving it so much so far, and the movie is coming out this month, so I might do a book to movie discussion video, so look out for that. And I have some fiction books. We first have Brick Lane by Monica Ali. This one is about a woman who is from Bangladesh, and she is married off kind of against her will to this guy, and they go to live in London or something like that, and I think while she's there she has an affair, so it sounds very scandalous. We then have Artichoke Hearts by Sita Brahmachari. This is a young adult / middle grade book, I'm not quite sure, and it's just a family story about this girl whose grandmother is dying and her best friend is keeping things from her, and just it seems like a cute young adult story. It's set in London, and it follows a family who is of Indian descent, and that's kind of why I picked it up, because I am also of such. So we then have God Help the Child by Toni Morrison, and this is a story about a woman who is born with very, very dark skin, and I don't think that's the main thing about this story, but it does play a huge role in it. I've never read anything by Toni Morrison, and I really need to get on correcting that, and I think this might be her most recent work. And the last book I got courtesy of my sister-in-law and my brother, because they gave me a voucher, and also I should probably give a shout out to the guy in the store who gave me an extra discount even after I used the voucher, and that was The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. So this is a historical fiction novel and follows an alternate reality where the Underground Railroad was an actual, like, legit underground railroad with, like, trains and shit. And the story specifically follows a slave girl named Cora who is working on a cotton plantation in Georgia, and she and this other slave guy decide to flee the plantation via the Underground Railroad. But while she does that, I think she kills a white boy who tries to recapture her, and for that reason they are kind of in pursuit of her. This got a lot of hype last year, and I heard that it's really good. It's a page turner. Oprah selected it for her book club, and I guess that gives it some sort of validation. Now onto the final section of this video, and that is the library haul. The first book I have out from the library is The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan, and I just started this one. I am 77 pages in. I wish I was further, but I'm lacking motivation right now. It's a classic that was written back in the 80s, and it follows these Chinese American women and their experiences as Chinese American women. We also have The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini, and to be quite honest, I have no idea what this book is about. All I know is that Khaled Hosseini is a very, very well celebrated author, and I really need to get on his shit. I then have The Thing Around Your Neck by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This one is a collection of short stories that follow the Nigerian and Nigerian-American experience. I'm really looking forward to this because I just want to read Adichie. I think she's an amazing human being, and I don't know why I haven't read any of her books as yet. Then we have a rather popular title, which is Room by Emma Donoghue. This one is about a boy who is born to a captive woman, and he's raised in this room, and he knows nothing else other than that one room. The next 2 books are sort of tentative. I'm not really sure if I'm going to read them before I return these books, and the first one is On Beauty by Zadie Smith. I just picked this up because, number one, I wanted to read something by Zadie Smith because she is so well talked about, and also when I was choosing her books, the summary for this one said that it had a Trinidadian character in it, so Yes. And the last book I have to show you is The Memory of Love by Aminata Fauna, and I have absolutely no idea what this book is about at all. It's set in Sierra Leone, and that's essentially everything I know about it, and that's the liberty of borrowing books from the library. You don't have to know about them because you don't have to pay for them. So that is my haul. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you've read any of these books, I would love to know your thoughts on them. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day, and until next time, inshallah, keep reading. Holy shit.